राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः नमो नमः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। संस्कृतं कथमस्ति? संस्कृतं सुलभमस्ति। किमर्थं? संस्कृत भाषा सरला भाषा, अतः अहं संस्कृतम् अवश्यं पठामि। वयं संस्कृतम् अवश्यं पठामः। With that, let us revise the last three subhashitani. Please recite it loudly so that you will be able to recite it correctly and you will be able to listen back if it is correct or not.
अधमाधनमिच्छन्ति धनमानौ तु मध्यमा उत्तममानमिच्छन्ति मानौ हि महतां धनम्.
Two corrections. Madhyamaha, there's a visarga, and manau is not manau, it is mano. Manaha hi, mano hi mahatam dhanam. These are the two corrections. So please correct that and practice it well. Dhanyavadaha.
यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्याणि न मनोरथैः न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशान्ति मुखे मृगाः.
Two corrections. Udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani na manorathaihi. Karyani na manorathaihi. And next is pravishanti, not pravishanti, it is pravishanti mukhe mrigaha. So please practice that with corrections. Otherwise, we'll recite it. Dhanyavadaha. We'll go to the next subhashitam.
Vittam tu sarvatha rakshet vittamayati yati cha nakshino vittatah kshino vruttatastu hato hataha. Dhanyavadaha.
Uttamam, well recited. Dhanyavadaha. So well recited. Vittatah kshino, it was well recited. So please make note of these points. We have already learned these in our previous class, so I did not recite it. Okay, agre gachamaha sankhyaha. We shall revise the sankhya that we have learned in our previous class.
Ekam dve त्रीणि चत्वारि पञ्च षट् सप्त अष्ट नव दश.
तमं धन्यवादाः.
दश एकादश द्वादश त्रयोदश चतुर्दश पञ्चदश षोडश सप्तदश अष्टादश नवदश विंशतिः. विंशतिः.
उत्तमं धन्यवादाः.
एकविंशतिः द्वाविंशतिः त्रयोविंशतिः चतुर्विंशतिः पञ्चविंशतिः षड्विंशतिः सप्तविंशतिः अष्टाविंशतिः नवविंशतिः त्रिंशत्.
उत्तमं धन्यवादाः. We'll go to the next slide. Trimshat, that is 31 to 40. Trimshat to चत्वारिंशत् पर्यन्तम्.
एकत्रिंशत् द्वात्रिंशत् त्रयस्त्रिंशत् चतुस्त्रिंशत् पञ्चत्रिंशत् षट्त्रिंशत् सप्तत्रिंशत् अष्टात्रिंशत् नवत्रिंशत् चत्वारिंशत्.
उत्तमं धन्यवादाः. So please practice these numbers and remember how to write it and the corresponding English number. So in exam it can be asked, the number can be given in English and asked to write in Sanskritam and so on. So please practice it. So we shall learn more numbers in the upcoming classes. After that, the Chatvarimshat, Panchashat, Shashtihi, Saptatihi, Ashitihi, Navatihi, and Shatam. These are the numbers that we have learnt. Now we shall revise some of the Shabda Rupani that we have learnt and also learn a few new Shabdas in today's class. We will start reciting it.
Makarantah Pulingah Kim Shabdah Kah Kau Ke Kam Kau Kan Kena Kabhyam Kaihi कस्मै काभ्यां केभ्यः कस्मात् काभ्यां केभ्यः कस्य कयोः तेषां कस्मिन् कयोः केषु
Uttamam, dhanyawadaha. Well recited. Maybe a few places, maybe because of the accent, cow and kasmai, aikara, aukara was not heard completely or fully, but that can be improved upon. But otherwise, well recited. Dhanyawadaha. We'll go to the next shabda.
मकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः किं शब्दः का के काः कां के काः कया काभ्यां काभिः कस्यै काभ्यां काभ्यः कस्याः काभ्यां काभ्यः कस्याः कयोः कासां कस्यां कयोः कासु.
Uttamam. Please note, focus on the Mahaprana Ucharanam. Kabhyam, Kabhyah, Ha, Mahaprana, everywhere. Okay. So other than that, it was fine. Dhanyawadaha. So next,
मकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः
Napumsakalingah.
नपुंसकलिङ्गः किं शब्दः किं के कानि किं के कानि केन काभ्यां कैः कस्मै काभ्यां केभ्यः कस्मात् काभ्यां केभ्यः कस्य कयोः केषां कस्मिन् कयोः केषु.
Uttamam. Dhanyawadaha.
धन्यवादः.
Astu. So we shall go to the next shabda now. So Kim Shabda is very similar to Tat Shabda. We have seen Tat Shabda in all the three lingas. Similarly, Etat Shabda in all the three lingas. There are specific cases for Etat Shabda. There are two forms in some of the Vibhaktis that we should pay attention to. And then this is Kim Shabda, which is Makarantaha. So please note, how is this Anta decided is based on the last alphabet, based on the last letter in the Pratipadikam. Okay, it is ending with Makara, and hence this Shabda is called Makarantaha, Napumsakalingaha, Pullingaha, etc. So there was one question like, why it can't be called Kim, like Im Shabda, because Im is what is ending. But when we write, like when we split this and write, what are the letters in this? K plus E plus M. The ending alphabet, ending literal, whatever is there, that is the Anta. That based on that we decide which Anta it is. Similarly for Rama Shabda, R A M A. Okay, R A M A. Okay, Rama. The ending letter is Akara, and hence it is called Akarantaha Pullingaha. Okay, please note this point. Now we shall learn two of the most important Shabda, which is we are learning this today new. The Dakarantaha Trilingaha Yushmat Shabdaha. In the previous Shabdas that we have seen, we use either with Pullinga, Strilinga, or Napumsakalinga. But Yushmat Shabda and Asmat Shabda, as we have learned in the previous class, is common for all the three lingas. Aham, Avam, Vayam, Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. You can use it for all the three lingas, and there are no changes with respect to the gender. Hence, we name it as Trilingaha, which is applicable for all the three lingas. Another way to tell this is Trishu Lingeshu Samanaha. One which is common across all the three lingas is also you can use it. Dakarantaha Trishu Lingeshu Samanaha Yushmat Shabdaha, or Dakarantaha Trilingaha Yushmat Shabdaha. This is a new Shabda that we are learning today. So please focus on this. This is very important. Dakarantaha Trilingaha Yushmat Shabdaha.
Dakarantaha Trilingaha Yushmat Shabdaha.
Tvam Yuvam Yuyam.
Tvam Yuvam Yuyam.
Tvam Tva Yuvam Vam Yushman Vaha.
Tvam Tva Yuvam Vam Yushman Vaha.
Tvaya Yuvabhyam Yushmabhihi.
Tvaya Yuvabhyam Yushmabhihi.
Tubhyam Te Yuvabhyam Vam Yushmabhyam Vaha.
Tubhyam Te Yuvabhyam Vam Yushmabhyam Vaha.
Tvat Yuvabhyam Yushmat.
Tvat Yuvabhyam Yushmat.
Tava te yuvayoho vam yushmakam vaha.
तव ते युवयोः वां युष्माकं वः
Tvayi yuvayoho yushmasu.
त्वयि युवयोः युष्मासु
Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya. Okay, so in this we have two forms in every alternative vibhakti or in even vibhaktis. So Dvitiya vibhakti, Chaturthi and Shashti vibhakti, we have this second form which is available. So we'll have to remember this, and in most of the places in the shlokas or in the literature, we see this second form also to be used equally and more. So namaste, when we say namaha te, here te is this, which is Chaturthi Vibhakti of Yushmat Shabda. We are saying salutations to you, namaste. Okay. So in this way, you can recollect and recall where all you would have seen these words. Even those who are learning Vedas, etc., would have come across this vaha, vam, etc., at multiple places. Okay. So please practice the Shabda. Now we shall learn the next Shabda, which is Asmad Shabda, which is very similar to this Yushmat Shabda. Or you can say Yushmat is very similar to Asmad. Either way. Dakarantaha Trilingaha Asmad Shabdaha.
दकारान्तः त्रिलिङ्गः अस्मत् शब्दः
Aham Avam Vayam.
अहम् आवां वयं
Mam Ma Avam Nau Asman Naha.
मां मा आवां नौ अस्मान् नः
Maya Avabhyam Asmabhihi.
मया आवाभ्याम् अस्माभिः
Mahyam Me Avabhyam Nau Asmabhyam Naha.
मह्यं मे आवाभ्यां नौ अस्मभ्यं नः
Mat Avabhyam Asmat.
मत आवाभ्याम् अस्मत्
Mama Me Avayoho Nau Asmakam Naha.
मम मे आवयोः नौ अस्माकं नः
Mayi Avayoho Asmasu.
मयि आवयोः अस्मासु
Dhanyavada. So please practice this as well. So here also the second form is there in the even vibhaktis, Dvitiya, Chaturthi and Shashti vibhakti. Ma, me, etc. Okay. So this again, these forms, naha, naha shubham bhuyat, etc. Like let good happen to all of us, etc. So in this way, we use the second form also in most of the places in the Sanskrit literature. So please practice these two shabdas, which are very important. Okay, we shall go to next, which is the Kriyapada Rupani.
अस्धातुः वर्तमानकालः लट् लकारः अस्ति स्तः सन्ति असि स्थः स्थ अस्मि स्वः स्मः
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini, well recited.
कृधातुः वर्तमानकालः लट् लकारः करोति कुरुतः कुर्वन्ति करोषि कुरुतः कुरुथ करोमि कुर्वः कुर्मः.
Uttamam, Dhanyavadaha. Kuruthaha, Kurutha. Okay. I think one place you missed, but the other one you said correctly. And Kurvanti, there is no Mahaprana. Kurvanti, that's it. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. So please practice these shabdas and dhatus diligently, because this is very useful and very important for any sentence construction. Okay. We shall go to the next one, which we shall tell in this order, saha, tat, etc. with the along with the sentences. Okay. I will just give an example. Please read that way. Saha pathati, tau pathatah, te pathanti, sa pathati. In that way, you will have to tell all of these.
सः पठति तौ पठतः ते पठन्ति सा पठति ते पठतः ताः पठन्ति तत् पठति ते पठतः तानि पठन्ति त्वं पठसि युवां पठतः यूयं पठथ अहं पठामि आवां पठावः वयं पठामः.
Uttamam. So please pay focus on the Mahaprana Ucharanam. Pathatah, Pathatha, Pathatha. Okay, there is a difference. Pathatah and Pathatha. Okay, so please practice it, so you'll be able to get it right. Sure. Dhanyavadaha. Okay, so along with this, I had shown this table. This table is a modified version of the ting pratyayas applicable for lat lakaraha. So the original table that, if you remember, tip, tas, jhi, etc., is the generic or the general pratyayas. So those pratyayas undergo some changes, some transformations according to the lakara for which they are being used. So remembering this table, ti taha anti si thaha tha mi vaha maha, will be easy for us to construct or for us to understand how the forms of the dhatus will be coming in lat lakara and for parasmaipari. So make note of this. So what I request you is try to write in this format, in this table format, and write down the sentences. After writing this, below this table, you'll have to write down the sentences completely, like saha pathati, next tau pathataha, te pathanti. Write the sentences also, not just inside the table, for these 5 dhatus. So likhati, nrityati, khadati, vadati, gachati. Please practice this. Okay. We shall now go to the next dhatu, which is an example for Atmanepadi.
Saha vandate, tau vandete, te vandante, tvam vandase, yuvam vandethe, yuyam vandadhve, aham vande, avam vandavahe, vayam vandamahe.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha Bhaginis. Well recited. So similarly, we can use Eshaha Vandate, Ramaha Vandate, Ramau Vandete, Ramaha Vandante. Then Mahila Vandate, Mahile Vandete, Mahilaha Vandante, etc. Any Shabda, Prathama Vibhaktihi, if we make use of, according to the Vachanam, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, we can use the Prathama Purushaha. Prathama Vibhakti corresponds to Prathama Purushaha for any of the Shabdas. You can remember that way. Yushmad Shabda is for Madhyama Purusha and Asmad Shabda is for Uttama Purusha. The same way, the table here, te, ite, ante, se, ithe, dhve, I, avahe, amahe is the template of the pratyayas for the Atmanepadi let lakara. So you may ask a question here in the Uttama Purusha it is I, and here we say one day ekara is coming. How it is possible? This is based on the sandhi rules. Same way is with ite, ante, etc. everywhere. So the dhatu is vanda dhatu. Along with that akara is the vikarana pratyaya. Along with that ikara will be the ting pratyaya. When you combine this, you will get the final form of vande. Okay. For our learning, if you remember these forms, that is more than sufficient. This template of the pratyayas will be helpful to understand which purusha it is, or if a new dhatu is given, how would be the forms like. Okay, that is why this template is shown here. But remember the shabdas or the dhatu rupas directly. That also should be fine. So similar to for Parasmaipadi, for Atmanepadi also, I have listed down 5 dhatus for which you will have to do that exercise of writing in this table format and write the sentences. That is 4 sets of sentences for each, basically. Saha, sa, or say 5 sets of sentences. Saha, sa, tat, tvam, aham. In this way, you will get 5 into 3 for 3 vachanas. So 15 sentences you will have to write out of this table. Okay. With that, I will tell you the first part of the homework, what needs to be done. So practice all the sankhyaha that we have learned so far. Practice kriya padani, kim shabda, yushmad, asmad, all these shabdas. Okay. And then frame sentences using the tinganta words in all purushas and vachanas, which is basically the table that I just referred to in the previous one. Okay, with that we will be able to proceed to revising of the previous class.